When you close your eyes and you look into the sun and the rays go through your eyelid, you have this very transparent color of red.
It really has different tones of green, and it could be from a very fresh light green to almost a white green. And
the exhibition Broken White is the outcome of a research we did with Mathieu Meijers for almost 1.5 years, and actually that is the result of what he has been teaching for years at the Academy. And the last years he's been teaching color, and in his teaching he has a very layered amount of knowledge, which is both historical and sensitive. And we wanted the historical aspect in the show, so that's why we had an old text by Plato called On Color. And we wanted this text because it has been so influential in color, but also it has such a specific look on color. And in that sense it can be really inspiring to look at it again.
In this show I wanted to expose designers which are normally not exposed in design exhibitions, which are designers which make semi-finished products. Because these products are very difficult to expose. But on the other hand, these are products which has an enormous impact.
And we commissioned 4 in-house designers from major industries in Holland. Vescam for wall covering, Forbo for floors, Moser for tiles and Sikkens for paint. And there were alumni of our academy and old students of Mathieu in the specific positions there. So we asked them to react on this text.
For me it was very inspiring to study on the phenomenon of color in its purest sense, because in my normal work as a designer I work always with color connected to a material. And now I had to study on texts which were only written from philosophers' point of view about color.
when I was reading the ancient Greek texts, I really dived into to the color, and I didn't think of the purpose of the color. And now I just focused on which colors translates this text, this philosophy.
The decision was that we all were going to make our own individual interpretation of this text, and then we connect them, but we respect each other interpretation. So we are not going to change each individual interpretation. We are not going to try to make it look more aesthetic, sort of like adapt.
And then at one moment we put this together, and then we saw the effect. How all these different materials from different factories influenced each other.
It was flowing into each other on a very harmonious and poetic way.
When you look at these silhouettes, you feel the poem which is still present in these silhouettes. And I think this is due to the fact that we didn't try to create something which was very balanced. I think that there's still a sort of like some little tension in it, which makes it perfect in my view.
What I tried is to present it not as art, and also not as just a combination of materials, but that it is a total installation which shows the beauty of colors. That was my ambition. But when I see the result now, you see that it's a very open space which is made for people, to different people. It's a very rational order, and on the other hand it's a pure intuitive. I think that's the quality of this installation.